Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey
Show. What about the game, Duke? Was it any good?
Yeah, but after 12 fucking years, it should be.
You're right, Duke. It should be fucking great. Except it's not. Even with the story giving off the old Duke vibe, it can help, but be mostly boring throughout for me. A few funny lines cannot save it from the rest of the crappy dialogue that smothers you with shitty lines throughout the whole entire campaign. I know some live by Duke and think every line he says is ingenious, but in reality, I find a good amount of his lines to be beyond corny. I still give him credit. He did make me laugh once in a while.
Access denied. Red key card required.
Key card? I don't need no fucking key card.
But I wasn't rolling on the floor laughing ever. Still, it didn't get me annoyed like the level of Bulletstorm. Oh, and if you were actually wondering or actually gave a shit about the main story, which I can't really see anybody actually giving a shit, but the aliens that Duke beat before are back, yep, and they're trying to kill you and destroy the world. That's the whole story. Really. No joke. Yes, that's sad. Graphics are basically below average. This is terrible for a big budget game done by like 3 or 4 teams. When the game starts up, you see three or four teams of their names are popping up and trying to prove that they made a, they all worked together or they handed it off to each other to make it better, and it's terrible. Gearbox should be fucking ashamed for releasing such a shabby looking game. I don't blame them much though, to be honest. I know this game was been tossed around like a dirty whore, so there's not much you can do with it in the end, and they got it last, so you know. Fix this, Gearbox, please. We fucked up. Yeah. The character models and the environments are both screaming out old, and the physics date back to the early 2004, if not earlier. Overall, the game is just not a pretty sight. The gameplay. Can this save Duke? Well, so far Duke is 0-2, but it can come back in gameplay, right? Always bet on Duke after all, right? Just get the shooting right and have big explosions. They can get that right. Wrong. Big fucking wrong. The shooting feels loose and sloppy. The enemies are boring and present no real fucking threat ever. I mean, you gotta be fucking retarded to actually get killed by these guys. The weapons are nothing to write home about, and they feel like the run-of-the-mill type shooters. They are so boring. I mean, yes, you get some goofy and fun ones once in a while. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, they're about fun for the first, like, 2 or 3 minutes. And then you kind of bored with them, and you throw them to the side because they're just like every other gun. Well, what else sucks about the overall gameplay structure? The shit driving controls. The turning is horrible, there's no weight to it, and the driving sections just plain suck ass anyway. Next up is the quick time events. What? They feel sluggish and mostly nothing epic. Quick time events are there to feel epic. This does not. It just feels meh. Definition of meh overall and boring. Okay, what can make it worse? Water sections are a piece of fucking shit and should never be in a game like this. Just when you think you're getting to the end and you're like, I can make it, a water section's thrown in and you're like, I can't handle this shit. Made a bad game even worse. Now, let's cover the puzzles in one word, shall we? Everybody with me? Say it with me. Shit. Or shite. Or shit atomic. Or shitty. Whatever word you want to use. It's all of those. Oh, and the loading times. Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened here? Seriously, you sit there for 30 seconds at times. Sometimes the loading times take even over 45 seconds, while other times you can get lucky and they're short as 23 seconds. That's right, short as 23 seconds, being the freaking shortest loading times. That is horrible. The only real benefit of this is this, at that time, you can get your girlfriend to give you a quick blowjob without interfering with the actual gameplay. I'd say the same for girls playing this game, but you know you can never come that fast. Come on. And yes, only on Duke will I go into sex talk this far. Back to the game. The positives. It's playable, and you could beat it. I didn't run into too many glitches. Yeah. There's really no reason to play this game. Gonna be honest.
It's good.
Wrong, Duke. You're not good. At all. You failed big time here, buddy. You came, you saw, and just about every other shooter out there conquered your ass. I'd rather play Battlefield 2 or whatever, Bad Company 2 than this. I'd rather play Frontlines. Fuck, I'd rather play Bulletstorm than this game. Duke, you have just failed to capture the key factor you had a long time ago. Being fun. Instead, you gave us a dull fucking ride with crappy controls and voice acting with very little reason to come back again. I really only seeing the die-hearted fans enjoying this one. But honestly, fans of this, you know, legendary fucking game. I mean, Duke is legendary. He's one of the iconic characters in gaming. People that don't play games know who Duke is. Duke 3D, classic game. If you're a real fan, you should want much better than this. There is no way this game is anywhere near what you want. It can't be. The highest I can see a rating for this is maybe 6. And even that, you should want more. It's like when Devil May Cry 2 came out. I put it into my system and I cried like a little bitch as I played this game. And it's so bad. And then when I go to defend it, don't make fun of it. It's still good. You can turn into a devil and do all these cool moves. No. That's why when Devil May Cry 3 came out and it was so much better, a big smile appeared on my face. That's what you should want. You should want Duke Nukem forever to not exist, like Devil May Cry 2 does not exist for me, and want a real game. You should just continue to chew gum, Duke, because you ain't kicking anyone's ass with this game. I award you the highest score I can give you, 3.5 out of 10. You're simply better than Sonic 06 and Iron Man games, but you don't deserve to be anywhere near an average game. You are below average. You are basically shit. Shite. Whatever. You're shit. E.
And at least one of his balls.
And they ask me, is that